Hello my friends, Alonso here. Today in this video, I'm going to show you how to synthesize what I call a glass bells patch. These glass bells are super useful in all kinds of synthwave music, for leads, for accents, for counter melodies, you name it. It just sounds really, really good. The best thing is that it is very easy to synthesize, and you can do this on any subtractive synthesizer that you have. Let's get to it. For this tutorial, we're going to be using the free and great GR8 by FutureTone. And to get things started, I'm going to go into the Synthwave Dojo free sound bank. If you don't have it already, follow the link in the description. And I'm going to use the init poly patch. I do have a couple of bells patches here. This is the Midnight Dreamy and the Midnight Sunset, so feel free to use those and reverse engineer those. But today I'm going to show you how to make one from scratch. So back to our init poly patch. This is how it sounds, great. And we only need two ingredients. One is one oscillator set to a square wave, and the other ingredient is creating what I call a release keys kind of patch. If you don't know what that is, then look up my other video, release keys synthesis tutorial, so you know how to make a release keys patch. In any case, I'm going to show it to you right here. Excellent. So this is our initialized patch once again. We're only going to use one oscillator. So we're going to leave the mix set to 100% on oscillator 1. We will set oscillator to square wave, and right out of the gate, this is how the patch sounds. The square wave has a very characteristic chiptune, arcade, Nintendo, Mario kind of sound, especially in the upper registers. If you play it down, let's say in the C2, C1 octave, well, yeah, you can hear that kind of bass, but specifically, and especially in the higher octaves, like C4, C5, it sounds like an arcade, and this is the foundation for our patch. Okay, so we have oscillator 1 set to square wave. Now let's create a release keys patch. For this, we're going to head over to the envelope 2 section in GR8. Envelope 2 controls the amp, so we're going to set the release to around here, the sustain all the way down, and we're going to give this thing a little bit of decay to around 60%. Then we'll tune it by ear. When I'm synthesizing patches, I never use my eyes to look at the values. For example, here, I don't know if these values, what they are. In certain synths, the values are actual, let's say, milliseconds or dB, but on others, they are just arbitrary values. I think here, the decay is measured in time, so this just goes from 0 to 100. In any case, these are arbitrary values, so I'm not gonna use my my eyes to figure out the values. I'm gonna use my ears, but in any case, this is a very good starting point. So let's see where we are. Pretty much that's exactly where I want to be. Next up, let's use the filter to control the cutoff. Let's use the envelope rather to control the cutoff. So let's bring the filter cutoff to around here. Let's set the slope to 24 dB per octave. And to make things easier on ourselves, in GR8, we can set either envelope 1 or envelope 2 to control the filter cutoff. Let's set it to envelope 2, so envelope 2 in this patch is going to control both the amp and the filter, which make things easier for us. All right, with the cutoff set to around here, let's turn the filter envelope amount or filter modulation amount to around halfway. Okay, I want them to be a little brighter, these bells of ours. Cool. This is pretty much 90% of our patch. If if we play with the cutoff and the envelope, we can make the bell the attack of the bell brighter or darker. Here's a more muted bell. Here's a very bright attack. And with the cutoff, we can control how dark the sound, how dark it is when it starts, and how dark it gets after the envelope has done its thing. So maybe there, that's fine. Right there, it's sounding great. And to make this sound come alive, we're gonna use the usual suspects: delay, reverb, and possibly chorus. Let's see. Let's activate the delay here. Just going to arbitrarily set this to, I don't know, 500 milliseconds. Let's increase the mix, the feedback. I always like to apply some high cut and low cut to my delays. Especially in the high octaves. I know you can't see it, but I'm playing like on my like the C6 octave on my controller. It sounds really good. Reverb. Just lovely. Right there, that's the sound I was going for. Okay, if we wanted to, we could activate the chorus and see if we like it. You get a more pure tone without the chorus. It's more glassy, more icy this way. But with the chorus, it certainly sounds very good too. I think I prefer it with the chorus. Excellent. Let's see what else we can do. What if we were to turn the decay down just a little? It becomes more of a muted bell, muted pluck. Very usable too. And what if we increased the decay? Now it's a more open bell. Great tone as well. Of course, in your track, in your productions, what you can do is automating the decay of this patch, so in certain sections you have a more muted tone, and in other sections it opens up, like this. Let me just set the arpeggiator to on. Okay, this is too fast. Okay, how do I change this? Okay, I'm not gonna. Let me do this, give me a second. Like you can start it here. And gradually open it up. And then close it down. Ooh, I just love it like that. Great sound. Very nice. And like I said, all you need is one oscillator set to square wave and any kind of subtractive synthesizer where you have two envelopes, or in this case, even one, which we're using to control both the amp and the filter, will work wonders. And don't forget about the effects, because the effects are what really make this thing come alive. Without the effects, yeah, it's cool. But with the effects on, wow. Just wow. Great patch. Alright, my friends, I hope you found this useful. See you in the next one.